Their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 43 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Come get some. Come get 21. Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
12, 21.
Now Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Garoppolo now. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
White.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Garoppolo, after the fake give to Breida, completes it to the tight end Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. They'll try again after the sack. Garoppolo. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A terrific run there by Penny. 48 yards on the ground. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Second and 6. At the Niners' 15-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Rashad Penny. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Now Wilson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Let's go, fellas.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, Why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Good, 4 down, 4 down.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the run, watch the run.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
3 down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Come on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here, game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Under 10. Under 10. Easy. Mike 54. Mike 54. 3 buzz. Check.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Trey Flowers picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. He's going to fire this thing deep right side, and that's caught inside the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. This is Penny. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block if you're an offensive lineman. Nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Now it's Penny running right. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 21 yards away. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On the run, it's Penny. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, 66 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes now to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
57. I 7, let's go. Let's get it now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Mahomes to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. And now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34. MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this case, we're going to have an upset. Middle linebacker Fred Warner is going to have 13 tackles and an interception return for a touchdown and be the upset MVP winner over Jimmy Garoppolo, because in the Super Bowl, if the quarterback does anything, he wins the award. But this time, the defense is going to take charge, and Fred Warner walks away. Super Bowl MVP, 49ers Super Bowl champions.
Wow, you went above and beyond with great specifics there. I'll be a little bit more general. I'll just say that the Chiefs are going to win by a touchdown, and yes, I'll go with the MVP being number 15, Patrick Mahomes.
And if you're not really rooting in this game, how great a matchup is this?
It's fantastic. Going to be a ton of fun. From the 24, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it is now 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It got his man complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Attack! He's checking. Crash. Check. Fresno. Right there. 54, right there, 54.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll run it again with Penny. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs.
0.
From the 31, Wilson looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. Now it's Penny. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown of the night. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes going for it all. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You got three down. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Watch safety creeping. Attack. Shift. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. No problem there on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, spinning away. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
36 yards on the play. They'll run with Penny. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Penny. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. Wilson wants to throw it. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Hey, check motion man.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Gets this one to Hill. That's good for 28 yards.
Now, they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Hey, check. 49, 49, guys. Mike, 49.
15.
Keep it up. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Wow. Move. Watch the pass.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep down, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They begin with a run by Penny. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So the victory here for Seattle, and never an easy thing to come into Arrowhead and get the victory. One of the toughest places to play in the league, but they did it.
Some of the best fan support in the league. They take pride in it. They love their team. They rally around them, good and bad. But when it's good, oh, it is so difficult to come into this place and get a win. From the time they sing the national anthem and finish it with the home of the Chiefs, you're in trouble right from that moment usually.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Kansas City. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Come off the ball.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And this is caught by C.J. Procise. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, 72 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Mike, 49. Oh, here we go. Oh, watch twins. Watch twins. Come on.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Oh, you got D?
Come to me, it's me.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Roberts got it. He won't go down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down 6. At the 49.
We got
Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and goal from inside the 5. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 7 yards there and a first down. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. 23 yards, the final tally.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go. Let's go. 4 down. 4 down. Alert.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
I'm coming after you. Go.
Throwing again. Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, hero.
To throw again is Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson going to throw again. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to...
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
36 power.
Watch the shift. 48 Mike. 48 Mike. I got one.
Good touch.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first half. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are some more at M&T Bank Stadium. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Quick, 57 Mike. In your face.
Running left, it's Penny. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 77 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Ravens nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never brought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And an alley to run. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing.
He's got daylight. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, 64 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I get...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Jackson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. Now Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
What? 315! 65! 65! 65!
A handoff to Penny. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.